So let's say that the observable universe is 14 gigaparsecs. Essentially what that is you take 14 billion times that by 3.26 times that by 5.88 trillion miles, and essentially what you get is, and I'm just going to read off the numbers because I have to look at what digits these are, but it's 268 and then you would do a comma, it's 363 comma 2 and then 17 zeros after that. And essentially the idea is that if we were going to, first of all you have to understand that 1 parsec is 3.26 light years. In other words, 19 trillion miles. So if we were to take 1 light year, which is 5.88 trillion miles, essentially what we're saying is that you would take 1 gigaparsec, keep in mind this is 14 by the way, you would times that by 14, but 1 gigaparsec is 3.26 billion light years. So if we were to say that, then essentially you'd get your answer after you add all those, you would multiply all those numbers together, and you would have essentially the answer to how big the universe is from a observable universe. Like it would be in diameter, unless of course maybe that'd be just a ratio, but I think it's the diameter. I'd have to be, unless it's just in one direction and not the other direction. But again, I'd have to check that. But if it's just the radius, then just times that by 2, and then you would have the diameter of the universe. But essentially, one direction of the universe, if it's 14 billion years old, going just in one direction, then that's essentially how many miles. But if it's going in both directions, then that's just essentially the same thing. But again, I'd have to double check that, but that's essentially what that equation equals. So.